Was that as obvious in the original? I don't know. Wayne Manor. Where'd the ventilation shaft go? When the corridor gets so long? No, I can't run anymore. Also, the roof's leaking. Hmm.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again.
Hmm.
Come on, we'll be late for Alfred.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so. Alfred will wait. Keep up, Bruce.
Yeah, this roof's really leaking. You got trash in here. Someone needs to clean this place up. The camera's going in Dutch. Crime Alley.
Where are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting to rain. Bruce is tired. Can't we just wait for him here?
Come on, keep
The
on.
walls look of lower quality. Now there's windows. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Hold it there, man.
Please, there's no need for this.
Stay where you are. I'll shoot.
I'll give you whatever you want.
Tom! Oh God! Oh God, Tom!
Be quiet, lady. Just shut up. Give me
Stay away from me! Run! Mommy!
Come on, kid, this way. Take a seat in my office.
I think at this point it's kind of obligatory to,
Kid like that with all that money, he'll be
whenever you do anything with Batman, have to show off his parents dying.
He's 8 years old and all alone. Money won't fix that.
whatever you say, Gordon. His butler's on his way to pick him up. You hear that? He's got a butler.
I'm sorry. I just need to ask you some questions. Can I get you anything? You okay? I know you don't feel like answering me, but it's the only way to catch who did this.
Why did you do it, officer? Why?
I don't know. It's this city. There's something wrong with it. And listen, son. Call me Jim.
Let's continue this. So as far as the scarecrow design goes, the syringes on the fingers are kind of interesting. And I like the noose. I'm always a fan of the noose on Scarecrow. I think I first saw that in the animated series after they did the revamp. It was like, before the revamp, Scarecrow was kind of a lame-looking villain, especially since his whole motif was fear. After the revamp, he had this whole zombie Undertaker look, which is actually really cool. And he had a noose around his neck. But I like the syringes as a practicality thing, a way of injecting fear toxin into his victims. I mean, the gas is probably the easiest, but you know, the injection is probably way more concentrated. There we go. Let's go. Oh.
I will break you.
What?
but the end of fear. Oblivion.
You know, again, the lighting effects on that look really cool. On the eyes and the syringes glowing in the dark. Like, you can't see Scarecrow, but you can just see the eyes and the syringes. That was cool. Alright, go. Go. Now let's go.
What are you trying to do?
So the trickiest part with these sequences here, the fighting sequences, is dealing with these guys without moving into Scarecrow's vision. Which can be a problem because, like, you can't really control, you don't really have proper control over where you move during combat. You can choose who you'll aim your next attack at, but beyond that, say there's two guys in the same direction, you can't really control which one you'll go for. God damn it. Now we have to wait. Okay. Wait for him to come back and then we'll make a dash for the bat signal. Go. Crouch here because we'll never make it back to the signal. Alright, this should be it. Awesome.
Oh, there you are.
See you next time, Scarecrow.
Has anyone seen the bat? Come on! Someone must have seen where he went. Big scary man. Wears a cape. Jumps out of the shadows and picks up useless thugs. Anyone? No? Good.
I need to find an Zaz has Dr. Young trapped in the ward.
So that's an interesting thing. With each Scarecrow sequence, you end up in different places because of this whole thing. And I think, like, this is the most radical shift of a location. Like, you end up top here with no idea how you actually got here. So it's kind of interesting. Make sure you grab this Chronicle of Arkham on the way down. And now we gotta go and stop Zaz. It's also again here. Is there anything in here? Gotta be probably an interview tape, isn't there? Yep, interview tape. Scarecrow. Alright, let's go. Okay, and that is there.
I'm losing patience.
Now we have the introduction to the stun baton guys, which, yeah. You can only attack these guys from the back. I think this is actually the last kind of mook we see.
I've been waiting for you, listening to Zaz make the good doctor scream while you played around in Scarecrow's world. How was it
So you have the standard mooks, you have the knife mooks, you have the baton mooks. The knife mooks you have to stun before you can hit. It can make it really irritating when they don't stand out in combat. The baton mooks jump over them.
I could have sworn I heard Zaz cutting her.
Stay where you are, Batman. Listen to me carefully.
Help me!
Why are there so many statues of Sharp around?
I'll paint the room crimson with her blood. I know you're still out there. Won't be long and you'll hear her final song.
Zaz, what are you talking about? Just kill her. She's useless to me now.
But if I kill her, the bat will get me.
No, you're not scared of our little...
Go on, stick your head out. There you go. Now, based on previous stuff, you might get the idea of waiting for the conversation to end and then attacking him. You do that, she dies.
You can stop now.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I saw Bane.
I know. Joker threatened me. I wanted to stop the experiment. I tried to give him his money back.
Joker doesn't take no for an answer.
He wants an army, a horrible twisted force to destroy Gotham, but he couldn't do it without the formula. I hid it, but
So now he has Venom and your form.
Zaz got the formula out of you.
he has gallons of the stuff. There's a lab, hidden in the gardens. It's locked off, but the security key codes for the entire island are in the warden's safe.
What else is Joker planning?
How should I know? You think anything he says makes sense? I think he's insane.
You think he's insane. This is a trained psychologist. Psychiatrist. This is her job, and she thinks Joker might be insane.
You know how Mr. J hates a squealer.
Maybe she's not qualified for this job.
Somebody help me!
That old loony actually thinks he runs this place.
Yeah, it's been a while since we saw Harley.
Well, bad places to go. Get it, boys. If he gets up, knock him down, but not too rough. Mr. J needs him at the party.
Alright, boys. Show me what you got.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm disappointed, lads. You had absolutely nothing.
Oracle. Dr. Young is dead.
No.
Have you figured out a way past these security gates? Before she died, she told me there's a...
That looks better than it did in the original. In the original, that just looked like a tan.
Be hack-proof.
But it actually looks like her face is burnt there.
It's a two-part biometric sequence.
So, you know, that looks better.
By the warden using a code sequencer.
And destroyed by Joker in the safe explosion. Harley Quinn has the... And he's the only chance we have to get past these gates.
Okay, good luck.
So, is this something? Because it's the thing with this game. Like, you look at stuff like that, and if it's a unique thing that looks like it's gotta have some kind of relevance or meaning, like, scan it, because, yeah, you never know. Riddler map.
A map will always help those who are stuck.
There's also this. Scarface. The ventriloquist's puppet. There's also this that we want to do. Get it here. Now, let's take a look at the wall. There's no indication that there's anything there. Still no indication. Need to actually try and get the right spot. Need to make sure I don't do it over the same spot multiple times. There. Sure it's that wall, not this one. Let's try again. That's interesting, just automatically move like that. Hmm. I guess we're not taking a proper look at it. Let's see, grab this.
You are earning my respect, Dark Knight Detective. I'll let you help me find my socks if you keep this up.
Nothing down there. I remember when I first played this game and I got all the Riddler stuff. This was the last thing I found because I couldn't figure out where this stuff was. Three Joker teeth hidden up here. The only indication there's something up here is this. You have to look up at just the right time. Otherwise, like, well, nothing. Alright, let's give this one more shot. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted them all on top of each other. Okay, now aim. There we go. There we go. Hidden room. No indication this is here. What does that say? Arkham Mansion, does that say? I think it does. But here is the main thing. This is the hint towards Arkham City. Nobody knew about this. Nobody found this. I think it was like 6 months before Arkham City came out. Like, be after it was announced. And trailers had come out. About 6 months before it came out. The developers just said this was here. And like, you saw how hard it was to actually find. Nobody knew it was there. And developers just straight up said it was there about 6 months before Arkham City. Because nobody knew it was there. How are you supposed to find that? Alright, let's go. Take all of them.
Idiot.
Another one bites the dust. You heard the boys.
So yeah, nobody knew about that thing there. It's one of those interesting cases of an Easter egg that nobody found until developer leaked it. Not even leaked, just straight up said it. And you don't see stuff like that often these days.
Sharpie used a bad word. Mama spanked.
Okay, here we go.